Space is full of things we've named, measured, and filed away. These are the 10 we found, pointed our best instruments at, and still can't explain. Number 10. The WOW signal. Back in 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio was sweeping the sky when it caught something that lasted 72 seconds. A burst of radio energy so strong and so clean that the astronomer who found it circled it on the printout and wrote one word in the margin: wow. It came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, on a frequency scientists had long guessed an alien civilization might use, and then it never came back. We've pointed bigger and better telescopes at that exact spot for almost 50 years, and there's been nothing, just silence. Natural sources usually repeat or leave a trail. This one didn't. It was a single, perfect shout from the dark, and to this day, no one can tell you what made it. Number 9. Tabby's star. About 1400 light-years away sits a star that does something no star is supposed to do. It dims at random by huge amounts with no pattern anyone can find. A planet crossing in front of its star blocks a fraction of a percent. This star was dropping in brightness by up to 22%, then flickering back, then dipping again on no schedule at all. The drops were so dramatic that serious scientists floated the idea of an alien megastructure, some enormous machine built to harvest the star's energy. Dust clouds and swarms of comets are the leading explanations now, but they don't cleanly account for everything we've seen. The star is still up there, still flickering, and we still don't have a tidy answer. Number 8. Fast radio bursts. These are blasts of radio energy that last just a few thousandths of a second, but in that instant, they release as much energy as the sun pours out in days. They come from billions of light-years away, from galaxies far beyond our own, flashing across the universe and then vanishing. Some happen once and are never seen again. Others, strangely, repeat. One of them on a steady cycle, as if something is switching it on and off. We've catalogued hundreds of them now, and we still can't say for certain what's producing that much power in such a tiny sliver of time. The best guesses involve dead stars with monstrous magnetic fields. But best guess is doing a lot of work there. Number 7. The Great Attractor. Our entire galaxy, along with thousands of others, is being pulled toward a single point in space at over 1 million miles per hour. And we can't see what's doing the pulling. It sits behind the dense, dusty heart of the Milky Way in a region astronomers literally call the zone of avoidance, because our own galaxy blocks the view. We know something with the mass of tens of thousands of galaxies is sitting out there, dragging everything toward it. But every time we try to look directly at it, our own stars and dust get in the way. We are being reeled in by something, and the thing itself is hidden behind a curtain we can't pull back. Number 6. The CMB cold spot. When we map the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, the oldest light in existence, it's remarkably smooth and even in every direction, exactly as the theory predicts. Except for one patch. There's a region of the sky that's colder than it has any right to be, and far too large for the standard models to explain comfortably. One idea is that it's a supervoid, an enormous bubble of near-nothing draining energy from the light passing through. Another, stranger idea is that it's a bruise. A literal imprint left over from our universe bumping into another universe. We genuinely don't know. It's a stain on the oldest photograph we own, and no one can explain how it got there. Number 5. Oumuamua. In 2017, an object came barreling into our solar system from interstellar space, the first visitor we'd ever confirmed from beyond the sun's reach, and almost nothing about it made sense. It was strangely shaped, possibly long and thin like a cigar, or flat like a pancake, tumbling end over end. It was unusually shiny. And then it did something a plain rock shouldn't do. It sped up as it left, accelerating in a way that gravity alone couldn't explain, with no visible tail of gas or dust to push it. Comets do that, but this thing showed no comet's coma. One respected Harvard astronomer argued seriously that we should consider it might be artificial. It's gone now, racing back into the dark, and we never got a close look. Whatever it was, it left more questions than answers. Number 4. The runaway stars. Scattered through our galaxy are stars moving so fast they shouldn't be able to stay. Hypervelocity stars, screaming along at millions of miles per hour, fast enough to escape the Milky Way entirely and fly off into intergalactic emptiness forever. Something had to fling them that hard. The leading explanation is a brutal one. A pair of stars wandered too close to the supermassive black hole at the galaxy's center. One got swallowed and the other got slingshotted away at unthinkable speed. That works for some of them, but others are moving in directions and at speeds that don't trace back to the center at all, and for those we have no clean source. Stars are being thrown across the universe by something, and in some cases we can't find the arm that threw them. Number 3. Dark matter. Look at any spinning galaxy and the math is broken. The stars on the outer edge are orbiting so fast that the galaxy should be flying apart like a carousel spinning out of control. And yet, it holds together as if something invisible is gripping it. That something makes up most of the matter in the universe, far more than every star, planet, and person combined. We can map where it is by how it bends light and holds galaxies together. We just can't see it, can't touch it, and after decades of searching with our most sensitive detectors buried deep underground, we still have not caught a single particle of it. The thing that holds the universe together is something we have never directly detected. Number 2. Dark energy. In the 1990s, astronomers set out to measure how fast the universe's expansion was slowing down, fully expecting gravity to be gently pumping the brakes. Instead, they found the opposite. The universe isn't just expanding, it's expanding faster and faster, as if someone has a foot on the accelerator. Whatever's doing, that makes up around 2/3 of everything that exists, and it's pushing the cosmos apart at an ever-increasing rate. We named it dark energy, but the name is just a label for our ignorance. We don't know what it is, where it comes from, or why it's there. We only know that it's winning, and that if it keeps accelerating, it may one day tear every galaxy, star, and atom apart. Number 1. The missing antimatter. This one isn't out at the edge of the universe. It's the reason you exist at all, and it's the deepest mystery on this list. When the universe began, the laws of physics as we understand them say matter, and antimatter should have been created in perfectly equal amounts. The problem is, when matter and antimatter meet, they annihilate each other completely, leaving nothing but energy behind. So if the books had balanced, every particle should have found its opposite and wiped out, and the universe should be an empty ocean of light with no stars, no planets, and no people. But here we are. For some reason, for every billion pairs that annihilated, a single particle of matter was left over, and everything you've ever seen or touched is built from that tiny surplus. We have no solid explanation for why the scales tipped. The entire material universe is a rounding error that physics can't yet account for. Here's the unsettling thing about all of this. We've built telescopes that can see the first light after the Big Bang, and detectors sensitive enough to feel a passing ripple in space-time. And the universe still hands us puzzles we can't crack. Every one of these is a reminder that for all we've figured out, we're still standing at the edge of a very dark ocean with a very small flashlight. If this list left you staring at the ceiling, hit that like button, subscribe for more trips to the edge of what we know, and tell me down in the comments, which one of these keeps you up at night?